Hey, everybody. Welcome to Food Worth Forking. Welcome to a new episode. So, I'm going to wait a few minutes. I'm waiting for some folks to pull on up tonight. It's just me. And please join me. Come on in. Come on in. Who's on the line? Whoop, whoop. Who's here? Who's here tonight? Again, just welcome, Food Worth Forking. In case this is your first time watching, I'm your host, Laura Williams, and thank you for joining. In case again it's your first time and you're not sure what Food Worth Forking is all about, it is about food, dating, and lifestyle. So all things food, culinary, dating, do's and don'ts and tips, and we'll get into that later in the next couple of episodes, and lifestyle, all things, what's happening out here in the world and things we want to talk about. So I'm going to wait and see who's here and where people are from. So please, comment, join in on the conversation. Come on through. Come on through. Yes. How's it going? How was your week so far? It's Wednesday. We got a lot of crazy stuff that's happening in the news, but I'm sure we're all pushing through. We're pushing through, so it's all good. Let's see. Yes. And what is going on? So where's everybody from? Tell me where you're from, who's here. And I'm going to get started in a couple of minutes. Just trying to see, waiting for some folks to come on through. Oh, all right. We got Jason from the Bronx. Welcome, Jason from the Bronx. Yes. Cool. And who? Thanks for joining. Hey. So I'm not sure who that is, but RDGN123, what's up? Thanks for joining. Glad you're here. Yes. Hey. Oh, thank you. Someone says my hair looks adorable. Thank you. All right. Yes. Well, you know what? I'm going to get started. We're going to get this ball rolling tonight. Yes. Who else is here? Yeah. Yes, it sure did. Nice. All right. Well, what's up, Sharon from Virginia? Sharon from Virginia is here. Folks are pulling up. People are coming in. Hey. It's cool. It's good. It's all good. So listen, I'm going to get started. Let's get started. So again, welcome to Food Worth Forking. I'm your host, Laura Williams. And so listen, I've got this t-shirt and you can't really see it. So I'm going to move my camera so you can see it because it kind of goes with what's happening, what the topic is for tonight. And it says, can y'all see that? Other than my crazy bike that's in the background, food is good all the time, and all the time food is good. It's really true. It's really true. I enjoy it. So yes, right? Yes. So let's get started. So it's just us tonight. So my listeners and my viewers tonight, you are the co-host. So welcome. So thanks for being here. So the title tonight was, listen, it's fall, it's COVID, or there's COVID. And I'm like, how are you forking? Like, what's going on? I have just kind of give you a little history. I had to do a little recharge with Food Worth Forking because, at the top of the year, It was things were moving, and then okay, COVID happened, and although things were put on pause, but then I intentionally put things on pause because I wanted to regroup and really think about how I was moving in this space of food and what I was doing with Food Worth Forking. And with that, I kept hearing about this during this time, this COVID 15. And I was like, what is COVID 15? Like, what are we talking about, COVID 15? So then I discovered, I was like, we did a little research, and I looked and I was like, oh, the COVID 15 is a 15-pound weight gain during this COVID season. And I was like, oh, well, should I get on the scale? Well, scale hasn't always been my friend, but I decided let me get on the scale and see what's happening and what's going on. And I didn't have a COVID 15, but I did have a COVID 7. And because of that, I was like, oh, okay, what am I going to do? I got to make a change because I can't get to the COVID 15. That just cannot happen at all. Hey, Roberta, thanks for joining. But yeah, so I could not, I cannot do this COVID 15. So, but there is a COVID 7. And also, what I discovered during this time, I never thought that I was an emotional eater. I never considered myself an emotional eater. I always, I just love food and I enjoy it a lot. But during this time, there was a moment and I caught myself and I was like, this moment, this here is emotional eating. And that can't happen and that can't continue for me. So I made some changes and I've been on this new healthier journey. And I've been working out and I've changed my food, my eating. But also during this time, I also thought about how I was going to move within Food Worth Forking as I'm on this new health journey. And what I realized is I'm not the person who's gonna, I'm not gonna turn into a vegan. Vegetarian, okay, I could get with that. Not actually, I could even get with some vegan meals. But I just decided that that's not really what I do. I mean, I really do. I love a good burger. I do. For some reason, I'm really hooked on margaritas, and I love a good margarita. It just is. It is that. But now I've just decided to take some advice from another food enthusiast who I, have met along the way, and she gave me some really good advice. And at first I was like, okay. But what she said was, Laura, when you go out and as we get back out here, out in the industry and working, you shouldn't, like every time, you get a sample of something, it's not, you don't eat the whole thing. It's literally, you take a bite and you get rid of it. You taste it. It's a tasting. But there's a part of me that grew up on, throwing away food is a sin. Like, you have all this food and it's good. Why would you throw it away? And who does that? But I've decided that is something that I'm going to have to do during this time. Otherwise, I might get back to where I was, and that's not what I want. So that was just, that was definitely, a big aha moment for me and a change that I guess, I'm looking forward to. Does anyone get that? Does that make sense out here? I mean, anything? Because that's just where I am with that. And a few things that I decided to do, I am going to focus on the bite, taking the bite and getting rid of it, throwing away. And then also realizing and remembering that as I'm out at these events, that the bite it will be a meal. So the forking will be a meal. Yeah. And that sometimes it doesn't need to be a bite. I gotta enjoy it, and we gotta enjoy life. So, so that's what's happening there. Has anybody else had the COVID-19? Anybody? Because if you've been out here and you've been doing your thing and working out, because I think there's this side of folks are either losing weight and doing well, or they're like me, gained a few and trying to get rid of a few. I'm on the let's get rid of them. Let's get rid of them. Let's get rid of them. So, anywho, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on from that. But that was just something I wanted to share because it's been a journey, a good journey, but a journey nonetheless. So, as we move into this next segment of Food Worth Forking, it is our or my in between the bites moment. So, in between the bites, let's talk about it. First, what I've been talking about for the last few weeks is the election. People, we have 13 days to November 3rd. 13, not a lot. So, if you haven't, check to see when your absentee ballot is due in your state. That's 1. 2, know where you can drop it off. Make sure it's it's an official drop-off box or drop-off site. Check with your state for early voting. I know ours, I'm in New York, so New York starts the 24th, which is in just a couple of days. So it's the 24th to November 1st. So check with your state to see when your early voting is. Get out there and vote. There are long lines. There are shenanigans happening out here. I think just yesterday we read about one of the drop box that someone set on fire. So please, 1, be careful, and 2, vote. Get out there. You might want to take a snack if the lines are long, but stay in the line and vote. All right. And another thing that I wanted to talk about, or someone says, yes, my 15 pounds. Oh, come on now. Come on. Oh, someone has a COVID-20. Oh, that's not right. Yes. So our next other thing that I discovered in between the bite moment. I don't know if you all know this actor. He has been in so many movies. You've seen him in, I think most of the roles that I've seen him in have been supporting roles, such as The Wire, Waiting to Exhale, Brown Sugar, Law and Order, Selma. And the cool thing about him is he is about to play, his name is Wendell Pierce. And Wendell Pierce is playing American icon and blues legend B.B. King. Yes. And I was so excited because we've seen him in so many movies. We've seen him in so many movies. But I think this is his first leading role, leading a cast. So it's pretty awesome. And so when I discovered this, I started researching and doing a little bit more research on B.B. King. And one thing that I discovered, and I'm not trying to be in the man's business, but I kind of am because I went and did some research. But did y'all know he had 15 kids? 15. 1-5. And I believe from what the sources said, he has, I think, 14 baby mamas. Yes, he does. But he had 15 kids. And I was like, ooh. B.B. King was out here. He was out here. So it also made me more intrigued and interested in finding out and learning about um, his story, because I'm like, no wonder he was always out on the road, always out on the road, because he had 15 kids. They were complaining. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Sure enough, sure enough. So that's BB King. So I'm really excited about that. I think that's going to be a great movie, and I'm really interested um, to see what they do, to see what they do with it, and that just happened, and that's pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool. So let's get on to the next. My next segment is the food lover in me. Yeah, guys, I am still working on my fried chicken. Yes, I'm better. I'm better, but not. I still need some help. So, I recently just visited with a really good friend of mine, and she was showing me how to make her buttermilk fried
In
chicken.
Northeast like New York and New Jersey, there's a lot of discussion about what to do about that in this area. There's 37 states where cases are higher, trending upward. In the Midwest, in particular, we have a bunch of really acute outbreaks, and one of the worst, maybe the worst in the country right now, is in Wisconsin, where hospitals in the Northeast have been warning. Four of them last week, and again,
Last time,
and they're so familiar
making buttermilk fried chicken.
hospital on the state fairgrounds to help deal with the surge of patients that are overwhelming hospitals there. And meanwhile, as all this happens, and as we're watching the president theatrically take off his mask, that's at least 15 new cases per 100,000.
Did y'all see that? That looked awesome. And she seasoned it really well. It sat overnight. It was great. And this was what it looked like when she fried it. So I'm going to try it and I'm going to post it and we'll see. It's not really, I don't know if I could do this, but I'm going to try really hard. I'm going to try really, really hard to do it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, anyway, on to the next thing here. What did y'all say about that fried chicken? Did y'all see that? I know. I know. It looked really good. Sure did. Ooh wee. Yes, sir. It did. It looked amazing. And it tastes good too. I'm gonna see if I can do it. See if I could do it. So I'm gonna get on to our sensual food fact. This one is a good one because this is kind of the time. This is where we are right now. It's fall, and you could still find some good apples. So, word is eating an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But did you know that that same apple helps to make sure your sex life is strong and healthy too? I don't know if you knew that. So let's talk about it. Well, Alice Phillipson and researchers say that apples, like wine and chocolate, contain antioxidants that can stimulate blood flow to the genitalia, helping with arousal. The more apples women consume, the higher the level of sexual function, a measure that takes into account overall satisfaction with sex. Hey, Eve. Did she? She didn't even know. She didn't even know. Hello, apple season. I think that's food worth forking. What do y'all think? What y'all thinking? I do too. I do. You might want to take a. This is fall. This is fall. The fall season. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, listen, folks, we've gotten through. we've gotten through this. We've gotten through this episode. We really have. And I wanted to make sure that I connected this week since it's a little it's going to be a short. We're not going to I'm not going to be here next week. But we'll be back November 4th. And I'm sure we're going to have plenty of things to talk about because November 4th is the day after the election. So that should definitely be an interesting conversation. We'll see what happens. So I just want to say thank you. Thank everybody for being here and joining me. It's great. Thanks for your support. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. And listen, enjoy the rest of your week. And I hope that everyone stays safe and continue to stay safe and be safe. And until we eat again, make it food worth forking. Bye.